No, it's not. Anyway, so we got some questions.
Yeah, this little dude over here had a question. What's your question, little dude?
Shut up, crime! There, you happy? Yes, sir.
Hi guys, saw the movie last night. It's really good. Everyone should go see it. And I was just wondering, James, how did you come up with the tagline, Shut Up, Crime?
You know, I just, when I write a screenplay, I'm just kind of rolling with the character. And I think it was just one of the first things that came out of Frank's. I don't know how I came up with it. It came out very quickly on paper when he was trying to think of it, you know, something that was his catchphrase when he was in the movie. And "Shut Up, Crime" is the Crimson Bolt's war cry. Cool. No magic. Sorry.
Yo.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't know too much about the movie, but it looks great, and I really loved Dawn of the Dead. You wrote the
I wrote the Dawn of the Dead remake. Yes.
That was very cool. So I'm sure this is going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see it. But the little I've seen, like the trailer, it looks like it could be kind of similar to Kick-Ass.
Mm-hmm.
So is it? I'm sure it's not though. So how is it?
It's not. It's very well. First of all, we're also like 1/80th the budget of Kick-Ass. You know. So we, but ours is a much darker film. The dramatic elements of it are harsher, and the violence is much more realistic and much harsher. And we're unrated. We couldn't get a rated R. So it's just a much darker film, and it's more dramatic. I mean, you'll see like there's a lot. Rainn shows a whole other side of himself as an actor that you don't get to see in The Office every week. A great vulnerability. And it's amazing to watch him act. And you know, Kevin Bacon is like you haven't seen him in years. He's a maniac. And Ellen Page is awesome. And everybody who's seen the movie, I think, can agree that Ellen Page is just really incredible in the film. And it's her best performance ever. So yeah.
Rainn, can I ask you an Office question?
Sure.
So can you give us any clue about who's going to replace Michael Scott, and how are you feeling about Steve Carell being on next season?
We do have some news. We did find a replacement to be the new boss, and it's going to be Queen Latifah. Because she's royalty, and that's cool. No one really knows who's going to replace Steve next year in The Office, or who's going to be the new boss. We know that we're bringing in new actors. And Will Ferrell is doing a nice arc on The Office, and it's been just a joy working with him. And it could be an internal promotion, or it could be from outside. They don't even really know. The writers have literally been like, they're just pulling their hair out. They're just like, let us get through this season, write an awesome climax to this season, and then we'll worry about it in the hiatus in the summer and figure it out then. But it was really sad to have Steve go. I mean, he's one of these rare people working in the Hollywood show business industry. Like, as brilliant an actor as he is, he's as nice a guy. So it was an incredible loss to have him leave, because we just love him. He's just a lovable, sweet, awesome dude, and he's brilliant. And he's been the comic engine of the show for 150 episodes. And so you lose that, the show takes a big hit. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I still think that we have the best ensemble in television. Sorry, Modern Family. You've got Greg Robinson and Ed Helms and John Krasinski and Jenna Fisher, and I mean, all of these people, and even down to Brian Baumgartner playing Kevin. You've got people that you could write shows about. So I think it's about highlighting the ensemble, the great ensemble of the show. And Black Bear is best. Yes, sir.
I was at the show, at the movie last night. Great film. You're right, it's not fair, but it's going to be, for enough people, you're going to be very well with this. But you left out one very important thing about the movie.
What?
Nathan Fillion.
And he's here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Fillion.
There he is. He looks different in person. He's sure the red hair doesn't show up on Castle. Yeah, Nathan Fillion plays the Holy Avenger in Super, and he's awesome. He's a very good friend of mine, and I'm sorry I slighted him. He's a Christian superhero on the All Jesus Network.
What made you decide
inspired by him?
I'm sorry. What made you decide that a Holy Avenger would inspire Frank to become a superhero?
You know, it's like one of these questions about like, where did I come up with that or think of that or have this idea? I don't know. I just kind of slip, you know, when I'm writing, it's almost like being a journalist. I'm just kind of like, my eyes are flipping back into my skull. You see the whites of my eyes flipping up and down. And I'm just like trying to take notes on what I see happening in front of me. And that's what I saw happening in front of me was this.
One thing that James hinted at here, but I think is just remarkable, is how long was the first draft of the movie?
57 pages.
So 57 pages he wrote in one day. One sitting, he sat down and wrote 57 pages, which was the first draft of Super, with all of the central characters. I mean, it needed to be fleshed out and stuff like that, because he realized, wait a minute, this is a lot more than just a short film. But that's ridiculous. What drugs were you on? That's crazy. Were you on that drug from Limitless?
Only the good ones, heroin.
Have you ever seen Bible Man? Which is,
I have. Well, definitely Holy Avenger is inspired by Williams' Bible Man. Great character, saved my life many times. Yeah, that's who he's inspired by. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name's Jeff.
We don't care.
I care, Jeff.
Do you think we care?
No, actually, you know,
My plane's parked on the tarmac over here. I'm paying my pilot like $350 an hour, and like you're gonna waste my time telling me your name is Jeff. All right, Jeff. Big buddy.
Mr. Jeff. All right.
Thanks so much.
I first heard about this movie last
James, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm sorry.
You sound like my dad.
With his clothes on.
Yeah.
Yes, you're in here. Come, sorry.
Go ahead, Jeff.
No, it's fine. I first heard about this last year at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
And Rainn and Nathan got into a fist fight wrestling match, and I thought it looked amazing. The thing that really impressed me was that the cast worked for less money and that they care so much about the story and the art of the storytelling. And I was just wondering if you thought movies like this would, when it does well, will influence Hollywood to focus more on story crafting and telling a good story rather than just billion-dollar plots of Transformers 2 and that kind of stuff.
No. You know, it's very hard in Hollywood today because everything is there's a couple of things that are really hurting Hollywood, and one of the main ones is this culture of everybody going to see a movie on opening weekend, which has been very, very bad for the quality of films over the past few years. Because in the past, you'd have a movie like E.T. come out, and it would make a couple $1 million opening weekend, and then word would build, and people would go see it
play
more
throughout
and
the
more
summer.
and more. Yeah, and it would keep growing and going to more theaters. Today, all studios care about is that first weekend. They make, usually a third of their overall take, sometimes 60% of their overall take in that first weekend, which means the quality of the film doesn't matter. All that matters is the trailer or the idea. And it's a very, very dangerous thing that's difficult. And hopefully that'll get better along the way. Hopefully people won't be buying into that so much. But right now, I don't see that changing. So it's a difficult time.
The way that it's a really tricky business, and that's a whole other panel about the business of show business and making movies and greenlighting movies. And it's just nuts. But to their I can't think of the word, but people aren't seeing movies these days the way they used to. It's a very different situation. People are illegally downloading them, they're streaming them and paying minimal fees and stuff like that. They're not going out to the theaters in the way that they were even 6 years ago.